Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. Welcome to My Time to Journal, an untrained person playing with lots of art supplies and having fun. Join me. Good morning, good morning. I am going to do this flap right here. It's not the whole size of the paper of the actual journal, but in case you haven't known, in case you're new here, because there are a lot of new people here, and thank you, everybody, for subscribing. I'm not in this for the subscribers, but it is addicting watching it every day and saying, oh, I got 2 new ones. Oh, I got 3 new ones. Now I know that's not, I'm not going to be a YouTube person, but whatever. But this is my book that started as a exercise on how to execute a project I wanted to do. It was called Poetry. And it was mixing Edgar Allan Poe, who I'm a huge fan of, and trees. And my stomach's growling. If you can hear that, ignore it. And I could not figure out, I wanted to put Poe and the theme of some of his poems and stories and stuff like that into trees. I could not execute it the way I wanted it to look. Sorry, I'm still drinking coffee. And at the same time, the fire was starting in Yosemite, which is my home national park where I grew up in the San Francisco area. And we went there a lot. And I've been there a lot as an adult. Not a lot, not as much as I want to, but hello. I live on the East Coast now, on the very far other side of the country in South Carolina. And, sorry, it's cold in here. Our air conditioner's on. Anyhow, so at the same time that fire started, so then I'm like, okay, that makes the tree aspect of it more relevant for me, but do I need to put Poe into it? I don't know, because the trees, the Mariposa Grove was in danger in the beginning of the fire. It's still going, but they're controlling. It's not contained, but they're controlling where they want it to go, which is away from the Mariposa Grove. Anyhow, so Junk Journal July was happening, and it had already started, and I thought, you know what? I have some junk journals that I've made over the years just as a way of using up paper. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do Junk Journal July and use trees and fire and how tragic all that is to the trees. So it's morphed into a lot of things. And it's been fun. I've done stuff with leaves. I've done stuff with bark. I'm going to paint with pine needles, but I haven't done it yet. Anyhow, so that's what all of this is. I'm going to do what do you call it? Flip through at the end. But that's what this is. And there's all kinds of different things in here and symbolism and blah, 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 blah. So today we're working on this page, and I made this little strip on Procreate of tree bark, and it looks like a pine tree of some sort of species. I'm not sure which kind, but it's not I don't think it's a redwood because it doesn't look as red or as hairy. Redwoods are kind of hairy. And then this is a picture of the fire at the beginning of it in Yosemite from a newspaper, I think. So we have that. Sometimes I save pieces like that. Don't ask me. And then I have another picture of a fireman here from the newspaper. And I'm thinking if I can incorporate these somehow into something. Because the firemen are at risk. Every fireman's at risk every day. But somehow put these together. And then I made a journal card of my own. And it says, respect the planet. Because as this has as this journal has gone, and as the month has progressed, there are fires all over Europe too. And they don't have some of the technology that we have after generations of firefighting, like in California and stuff. So, and it says respect the planet. I just took one of my pieces that I did the other day on Procreate and put these words over it in all kinds of different fonts and layer them. So I'm thinking of how I want to do this. And these could be like branches of the tree, abstract wise. Except that I didn't cut this very good. There's lots of white on here. Gosh darn it, there's some more. We have had really hot weather here too, and it's been so humid, which is our norm, but really bad. And that's another thing with some of this stuff in Europe. They're not used to, like England especially, they're not used to not having, they don't have air conditioner in their houses like we do, because they don't need them. But, all right, I have a bunch of green stuff that I made in the beginning of this journey. Oh, look at that luscious paper. Those are pine needles. A picture of pine needles and a picture of, I think, some of my green. It was a picture of something that I painted green, and then I just did the Procreate swirl thing. One of the prompts, or not prompts, but tools in the Procreate thing. I think I'm going to use that. But I love the, you can't tell that those are pine needles now, can you? I love Procreate. Not sponsored. Don't think they want me on their design team either, since I don't know how to use. I only know how to use a very limited bit of it. But what I do know how to use, I love. And I know that's unusual, because a lot of people don't like true, well, I'm not a true artist. I'm not even an artist. I'm just a player of craft. But I know, like, Bai Bun, one of my people that I love, she does not like Procreate, but she is so much more the real thing. And she is, oops, I went this side. She's tried Procreate, and she just loves the paintbrush and all of that, which I don't blame her. If I had her talent, I would too. And see, with this kind of stuff, I can print it over and over again. I rarely do, but I might use it again somehow. Like the background, like I did this. Use it for a background for something else. Make sure I've got this. So yes, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I've been here for a very long time. I'm stupid enough to make videos almost every day. I'm a one-man shop battling sinuses. A one-man shop, one-person shop, and this is part of how I love to start my day, and it's very creative for me, and it starts my day off right. And I love, every time I think I might stop making videos, I remember that I love the process of making the videos also. That to me is like an art form also. Oh, that looks good on there now. Oh, and this tree's going to look great, if I do say so myself. So yes, the firemen don't get near the kudos that they deserve. That's really a very plain page, but it's pretty and it's effective. Oh, I made a fireman quilt one time. The other half of my heart is quilting, and we had a, you don't need to know this, but I'm going to tell you anyhow. We had a, in Charleston, I'm in Columbia, and Charleston is down on the coast. It's 2 hours southeast of us. And they had a huge fire in a sofa factory in Charleston, and it was highly combustible with the glue and the products that they were using to make the sofas. Anyhow, a lot of firemen died. I think 5 or 6 firemen died, maybe 7. And that year was the first year I wanted to enter a quilt in the state fair, which that's a whole nother ball of wax here. And so I made a fireman's helmet on a wall hanging, a small wall hanging, probably like 18 by 18 inches. And I embroidered the names of all the firemen that died on the strap of the helmet and had that as a 3D element coming off of the quilt. And then on the back, I used hand-dyed red fabric. And then I also took soot out of my own fireplace and kind of highlighted the shadows on the helmet on the front with soot. Anyhow, I got a blue ribbon. And the next year I thought, oh, this is easy. I can get another one. Well, I've never gotten another one. And since have learned that our state fair is very, it's not the product you do, it's who you know, kind of thing. Not saying that as a person that's never won again. I'm just saying that as a person that has heard rumors. And you can win a prize by using a pattern, which is still, you still have to make the product. But to me, creating the piece was part of the art, and that doesn't get acknowledged enough in my book. Okay, enough about state fairs. This is a journal channel. All right, that is very plain looking and very easy. But my message is what I mostly wanted to get across. So let's see if we can't. Did I use all those circles the other day? I wanted to kind of put like a circle right here. And maybe because this is done, the wording on this one is done around like the rings of a tree. I'll do that again, but I don't have the right color of paper handy. Let's see here. Go into an ever-growing stash. Oh, no, that won't work. This might work. This is some more of that children's activity book that was manhandled, and so it's very ancient looking, but it really isn't that ancient. I think it was just left outside for 2 years or something. I'm not sure how this is going to cut because it's really brittle paper. Ooh, very good. Now, if I glue this right here, and even though it has 2 colors, I'm okay with that because it brings out some of that color and some of the smoke color. And I'm just going to put respect the planet. I'm having major sinus issues. And there were 5 people in our art group on Monday, and 3 of them have COVID. And another lady that is friends with some of these ladies, she also has it. Thank you for me for sitting way on the other side of the room and having vaccines. They do not have vaccines. And one of them, this is the second time she's had it. She's, oh, just drink zinc, eat zinc and hydrochloroquine or whatever that chemical is. They'll put that chemical in their body, but they won't put vaccines. Respect the planet. Sorry. Bravo to the firemen. I needed one other little kind of a statement. Um, hmm. I think my nail's trying to break. My nails have gotten so long. I've been using, I'm not a nail person, but since I've gotten them this long, they look much better than they normally look. But I think this one's trying to break. Okay, respect the planet, bravo to the firemen. Respect. I think my dog is into something. I hear Osprey outside. Thank you to the firemen. Ali Edwards did her Life in the Week. Is that what it's called? Week in the Life project. Oh, very simply done. I like her aesthetic. Okay, I'm going to put that here. And that kind of ties these two pages together, even though they don't have to be tied together. Here's where I was trying to still do the poetry. And here's a raven in a in a tree. Now on a sheet that already had this stack of books, and one of them was Walking in London. I thought that was kind of cool. And on the other side of this piece of paper was Andy Warhol, and this is from Tupac Shakur in the Rolling Stone magazine. I thought that was Tupac, Warhol, and Poe. Kind of cool. Just fun how stuff like that works out. All right, I got to take a picture of this. Okay, I'm going to insert another picture of my stickers that I got from Bai Bun on her latest update last week. Love them. It's not really, well, it's stickers and a zine based on stickers from the zine. Okay. I can't talk. Thanks for watching. Bye.